Howdy everyone. Alright, now I am getting ready to work on this area here. And what I'm going to start with is this piece here. This is F2 or F782 Charlie. So if you look at this print here, this section of the print, view AA, this is drawing number 34. You can see they have a profile view, a side view of the piece that I was just talking about right here. And they give you hole locations measuring off of this piece. And then you transfer those hole locations onto your angle pieces here. So this piece, that these reference lines for the holes, that is this piece here. This piece. You can see the holes here. So what I had done was I took the piece and I marked these holes onto the piece, and then I put this piece into the angle and I marked those locations onto the angle, and now I'm drilling them. Let me explain that. So here is the piece that I'm talking about here. This is the piece, the 782 Charlie. And I measured as per the drawings from the edge over, marked the line. From the edge over, marked the line. Then I took this piece and I installed it in place on the airplane in here. Make sure when you put it in that you have it moved aft as far as it will go, because you want to close up any gap that's going to be right in this corner here and over in this corner here. So make sure when you get the piece in, you have it slid all the way forward. At that point, let me go around to the other side. It might be a little bit better. With that piece in place, all I had done was transfer the lines that I had drawn on the piece onto the angle. So there's a mark here and there's a mark there. So again, with that piece here, all I did was transfer the lines over to the angle. At that point, what I had done, I had taken a piece of scrap. Let me dig this out of here. Come on. Here we go. So I made this piece here. This is just basically like a drill jig. It's a 1/4 inch aluminum. Let me take it over here so maybe I can get it in focus. So this is just a piece of 1/4 inch aluminum scrap. I measured up from the bottom 7/16. Here's a piece of angle that represents what's already in the airplane. This is 3/4 inch angle. You want to come up from the bottom 7/16. That will give you good edge distance here, and it will also give you good edge distance on that 782 Charlie. So measuring up from the bottom, I got my 7/16 distance and I drilled an 1/8 inch hole. Then I take this, I've got a line drawn on the back side. I line this line up with the line that I had drawn on the angle on the airplane. I just line those two lines up. Make sure that this is sitting down flat on the skin of the airplane. After I have the hole lined up, I clamp it with the C-clamp, which you just saw me remove. And then using a 90-degree drill and a 12-inch drill bit, which you see here, I went ahead and drilled the holes into the aluminum. And I've got 2 of them done into the aluminum angle. So I've got that hole there, which is right here. Doubt that will focus. And there's another one down here that I just drilled. I'm going to drill the other 2 on the other piece of angle. And then I can take this piece, put it back in place, make sure I have it slid aft all the way to close up the gap on this end here. And then I could match drill through those aluminum brackets into here. Okay? So that's what I'm going to be working on now, is match drilling this piece to these aluminum brackets here. And then I'm not sure what's next. All right, one more note. I believe it's on this drawing. Yes, it says right here, there's a note here that from the skin, the bottom skin, so from this bottom skin here to the bottom of your 782 Charlie, there should be a distance of about 15/16 of an inch. That just keeps the bottom edge of this piece from rolling onto the radius of the aluminum corner. So when you set this piece down in there, you don't want the bottom edge of this piece to roll on that radius. You don't want it to roll into the center part of the space here, if that makes sense. So they want you to put wood or something underneath here to make sure that you maintain roughly this distance here. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, shoot me an email and I'll try to explain it better. But for now, I'm going to drill some holes and move on to some other things.